Hello, everybody. It has literally been forever since I have been live on my channel, but I'm so excited to be able to do some sprints for a couple of hours this evening. Going to give StreamYard a couple of seconds to get itself figured out. Yes, this was very last minute, but I have the place quiet. The apartment is quiet this evening, and I don't have anything going on. So here I am. I also am in my new apartment, which is super exciting. I can give y'all a little tour later. The lighting is so much better. Like, look at these windows, y'all. Okay, you're gonna have to ignore like all the crap that I have on this little desk thing here. If you see it, like, look at these windows. Oh my goodness. I am obsessed with them. Truly, yeah, love the windows, the lighting. I've got a fan now, and it's great. I took all those things for granted, that's for sure, before I moved into my other place. So I'm very excited to be in this new apartment. I have my books all set up as well now. I got a new bookshelf. I've got my brown one still. And I think for now, this is how they're going to be set up. I'm going to probably do a bookshelf tour eventually, because the setup is a little bit different in my new apartment. But yeah, I'm obsessed. I'm loving this place so far. So welcome to some Friday night reading sprints. I ramble as per usual. Feel free to let me know what y'all are going to be reading this evening. I will be reading Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I am reading this book for a read-along that I'm hosting of this series because I read and loved these books years ago and forgot how much I love them, and I want to do a reread of them, so I'm hosting like a little buddy read of this series, and I just started the first book today. I should have started it a couple days ago, but I didn't, and it's fine though. And I'll probably start something else as well, something romancy, because I need some of that to feed my soul a little bit after this super crazy week that should be calming down into a much lighter rest of the month, rest of the summer, hopefully, in terms of just like things I have going on. So yeah, gonna pick up some romance, but I need to figure out what I want to read in that genre. So we'll figure that out probably during our first or second sprint. I am going to do dice sprints as well. Sorry, I feel like my desk is a little bit too high, probably, but I can't lower it right now. But okay, anyway, I'll go ahead and get a dice roller pulled up. We can start our first sprint at probably 10 after, I would say. We can make that our plan. Hello, Glenda. Welcome. I'm here. Hello, Shelby. I've got about 3 hours before bedtime reading Maggie Moves On because I'm still only half done. That is okay that you haven't finished it. I think that is probably one of my favorite books of the year so far. If that gives you like any hope for the rest of the book. I'm not sure how you're feeling about it right now, but I loved it, and definitely want to do like not like a readathon maybe, but like I want to try to read all of Lucy Score's books, and I think I might try to do that next year and make it into like a thing, because I've loved every book that I've read by her, and I think it'd be fun to collect them and annotate them, but also like be able to check off all the books that she has on her reading list, which she has a lot. I have like a card of all of them somewhere. Oh gosh, I dropped my phone. I don't know if I can find it. I don't know, but she has like this whole like list of her books, and there's like little boxes that you can check off. And I think it'd be super satisfying to check off all of her books someday. So I'm kind of thinking maybe next year I do this like year of Lucy Score type thing and try to make it through every book that she's published. We'll see if that actually ends up happening though. Hello, welcome. Hi. Hello. Cool bookshelves, thank you. I very much like the setup, especially with the tapestry and the lights dangling around them. I think it's fun. Glad you love it. Yes, me too. It feels good to be in a new place. There we go. That's better. Okay. I'm reading The Other Black Girl. It's pretty slow. It's taking me forever to read, and I almost want to DNF it. I got that book I think I actually pre-ordered it before it came out on Amazon, and I ended up hearing that so many people weren't loving it that I ended up unhauling it. So I don't think that your opinion is uncommon. I think people were expecting something else from it. So honestly, I support the DNFing, but also like if you're not a DNFer, I also support pushing through because I'm kind of a mix of both. So I get it though. I have heard the kind of similar things about that book. I really like it. I've just been in Kindle mode. That's fair. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. The only reason I read so many books for Back to Kindle was because the readathon that we hosted last month was because I had audiobooks for a lot of like the older arcs that I had from NetGalley. I was able to count them because I had them as ebooks on my Kindle, but I didn't actually read them. I mean, I kind of read them on my Kindle, but like I wasn't really focused on like reading it with my eyeballs on my Kindle. I kind of just had the audiobook and skated along that way. Hello, reading Chain of Iron at 77%. Very nice. That's a big old book. So hopefully you can make some progress tonight. And I'm proud of you for getting 77% in the first place because that is scary. I'll be finishing reading Banyan Moon, then starting reading an indie ebook called Sunshine and Silk Boxers. That's fun. I hope you're enjoying the book that you're currently reading and that your next book is good as well. Okay, you talked me into it's DNF. Yeah, I definitely was hearing when it first came out a lot of similar feelings. So you're definitely not alone. Meaning I've been wanting to read on Kindle, not physical. Yeah, no, that's fair. And Maggie Moves On is physical. I definitely go through phases of like wanting to read Kindle or wanting to read all physical or wanting to like just listen to audiobooks. I think especially when I was moving and traveling, like audiobooks were like my big thing because it was easy to listen to while I was packing up boxes and, moving back and forth. But I'm wanting to get back into physical reading because I've got a heck ton of books on this bookshelf that haven't been read, and I need to unhaul some of them. So I need to like actually start making my way through these books. So wish me luck. See, I think I already did that comment. Yes, I support the DNFing. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm reading Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, about 80% complete. I really enjoyed that book. I'm not a big sci-fi girly at all, but Skyward was so good, and I still need to read the sequels to it. So I hope you're enjoying it. Hi, Sabrina. I'm reading Manhandled still. I haven't been in the mood to read. I am enjoying it though. I feel that this week has been so crazy, and I'm excited to just have hopefully today and tomorrow to kind of mostly just hang out and read. I do have to drive up to Kentucky tomorrow to pick up my luggage from my father because my luggage did not make it here. Once we flew back from vacation, it went home with my parents. So I need to go get that. But I'm hoping other than that, I'm kind of just hanging out reading in the morning, especially. Maybe we'll do some morning sprints. I'm not holding myself to that, but my goal is to like get up in the morning, take a walk around our apartment complex, and then do my 2 discussion responses and then read. So maybe I'll do some sprints to kind of be motivating for that and film some videos. So maybe I'll do some sprints for that in the morning if y'all want to hang out again and keep reading after tonight's. I got Spy Family from the library, so I'll pick that up instead. I've read the first 7 volumes, I think, 7 or 8 volumes of that manga series, 5 stars for all of them. So I support that very much, and I hope you enjoy them. Thank you for doing sprints. I needed them. I also needed them if I wanted to actually get some reading done because it has been a minute since I've read and I need the motivation. Okay, let me grab my phone. Let's go ahead. Oh, my Be Real just popped up. I'm going to ignore it for today. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I've got the dice up. Okay, the windows are so big, the glare is going to be bad, but that's okay. Let's see what our first sprint is going to be. Okay, the dice said there's no slowly jumping into things. We are diving straight into the water. So we're going to be doing a 45-minute sprint. We'll go ahead and start right now since it's 10 past. I think that's perfect timing. So we'll be reading until 55. And we'll chat then. We'll talk about, how we're doing, progress that we've made, and yeah, we'll roll again for a couple more sprints after that. So I'll talk to y'all in 45 minutes. first sprint is done. Let me know how y'all did. I got to page 50 of Red Queen, so I'm now like, I think it's 13% into the book, so I'm making progress. I'm hoping to get to page 100 or so this evening before I go to bed, but I do think I'm going to start another book during the next sprint while I also do Instagram engagement stuff. So I need to figure out what book I want to read. Preferably it would be one that like I don't feel the need to annotate, because a lot of these books I'm like I want to write in, I want to tab them, so I don't want to like read them. I'd rather like read some of the books that I probably will just unhaul afterward. I don't know what those are. I'll have to figure it out. I could also read The Princess Stakes, which we're reading for the Shelf This book club this month. I am Bailey's co-host for the month of July, so I could read that. Or I could read the Mending Hearts book club pick. I do have it on my shelf up there. Or I could read Business or Pleasure by Rachel and Solomon that Astasia recently sent to me. So I don't know. I need to figure out what else I want to read as I read Red Queen at the same time. But I need to think about it. I don't know yet. I don't know. Hi, Bailey. Welcome to Sprints. I also did not know that I was going to be doing these until like an hour before they started. So they were very spontaneous and last minute. But I'm glad you're able to come and hang out for a little bit. Going to start with some editing this sprint, but I'm reading Jade War right now. Very nice. Hi, Aylin. I'm at the gym doing core. Could not be me, but I did go on a walk a little bit ago before sprint started once I turned in my assignment that was due tonight. So I guess I kind of exercised today. So that's fun. 25 pages, very nice. I got to page 60. We love a good manga. 65% into Manhandled. My plan is to finish this during sprints, but we will see. Hopefully you start making good progress. I know it can be hard to like get back into reading after not doing it for a minute or like not having the motivation to like read. So hopefully you're able to get into it and finish it. We'll probably be here for like 3 more hours, 2.5 or 3 more hours, I would say. Sorry, I'm like trying to think of the time in my head. Got to page 300. Very nice. I'm hoping to start the Princess Stakes this weekend too. I want to be ahead of the game for this month, which I was not last month when it came to book club stuff. Especially since I have this book as well as Red Queen and Glass Sword that I need to read, and Frayed, which is up there on my bookshelf, but I'll get to all of them. We're only on the 7th of the month, so we got this. All right, let me go ahead and roll for our next sprint. We'll start on the hour dice roller. Let's see. Y'all, I really want Starbucks. I don't need Starbucks, but I really want it. I'm going to refrain for tonight, but I might treat myself in the morning because we did our I always have some sort of reason to treat myself, but I did our walkthrough today for our old apartment. So I gave them back our keys. We did the walkthrough, deposits in the mail or whatever. So I was like, I kind of deserve a treat, right? Like we got moved out officially. I officially only rent from one place instead of 2 like we were doing for a month. While we waited for the lease at the other place to finish up or whatever. So maybe I'll get Starbucks in the morning. Anyway, there's me rambling again. Let's go ahead and roll our dice. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, 30 minutes for this next one. So we'll start at the hour and read until past. Go ahead and update this banner. I so wish I had the screen share option like Stasia does. It's so weird to me that like I can't do it as well on a MacBook. I say this all the time that I go live because it just boggles my mind every time I go live and I can't do like a shared screen with a timer, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, y'all. Okay. It's 7 o'clock. It's the hour, so let's go ahead and start our next sprint, and we'll chat back here in 30 minutes. sprint. Let me know how you did. I literally did nothing but engagement, and I still definitely need to keep going, but I'm going to swap back to Red Queen for the next sprint. Turn this iPad off because Instagram is not working on my phone for some reason. So I've been doing all that on my iPad, but I'm going to swap back to read for the next one. When I screen share, it freaks out. Yeah, I don't understand technology, to be honest, because Stage just tends to do okay as long as her Wi-Fi is not acting up. Got to page 232, very nice. I saw your comments about the alarm clock, and I laughed like in my head because I remember reading that part and like trying not to cry from laughing when I read it. I got 6% more read, but now I have to make dinner. I refuse to sleep until this is done. You've got it. I say just slap some peanut butter on some bread, and there's dinner, right? I ate a little bit ago, though, although I am hungry again, and I was going to make brownies, so maybe I'll take y'all out. If the next sprint is super long, maybe I'll take y'all out into the kitchen and make brownies while I listen to the audiobook for Red Queen, but we'll see what the dice request of us once I roll in a second. Got to page 105 and made some popcorn. Popcorn sounds delish. Hi, Stasia. I'm going to the gym soon. I think you should not do that. And read here with me. This book makes me laugh so much. I'll have to pick it back up after Birthday Girl this weekend. I totally blanked that was happening this weekend. And Stasia is literally my bestie, but this week was so much crazier than I thought it was going to be. But I can finally like take a breath, and yeah, maybe I'll start Birthday Girl tomorrow as well. I have already read it twice. So do I really need to read it again? I don't know, but it's sitting right there. Like I can see it. I'll probably join her for some sprints tomorrow, depending on my schedule. After I like get my luggage from my parents or whatever in Kentucky. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her to read Birthday Girl. I got that book for her, I think like last year, and she hasn't read it yet, even though I've yelled at her multiple times to read it. So I'm glad she finally listened to me and is picking it up because it is way overdue. Definitely make brownies and eat one for me. I'm going to do that during the next sprint. They're Ghirardelli brownies with chocolate chips in them. And when I saw them at the grocery store, I didn't go to the grocery store today to get brownies or cookies or donuts. And I got all of those things. Like I got like Krispy Kreme donuts, and then I got like a box of cookies to make, and then brownies. I got like all the healthy stuff too. But I just couldn't resist when I walked by them. And so I got the brownies, and I'm very excited to make them. The answer is always yes. I know. But also, like, I have other things I need to read this month. We'll see. It's sitting right there. Like, I could easily decide in the morning when I wake up to pick it up. Also, I will not be going live in the morning. Like I mentioned, I might because Stasia is going live at 9 a.m. Pacific time, I believe, which is, 7 a.m. Pacific time, I think. Let me confirm that really fast, which is 9 a.m. Central time. Yes. So she's going live at 9 a.m. Central time tomorrow for her Birthday Girl read along. You don't have to be reading the book to join us during that read along, but she'll be live on her channel. The sprints are already scheduled if you want to set a reminder for them. So I'll be watching hers in the morning once I run to the post office and make a trip to Starbucks, probably. I would love to make brownies, but it's so hot here. I don't want to turn on my oven. It is also boiling here. And our AC, I don't know if it's just like not working or if it's just so hot that like the apartment is never going to not be hot. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's not super cool in this place either. So I totally get it. But I'm going to risk it all for some double chocolate chip brownies with chocolate chips in them. So I might regret it later, but hopefully not. I'm also trying to decide, y'all. I have a problem with book buying, and I literally said I need to not buy a ton this month because I spent over my book budget in the I went over my book budget in the month of July. But the Eternal Embers bookshop is doing a Disability Pride book box, and they're so pretty. There's Gianna Darling, Evie Mitchell, Kennedy Ryan, and Emma Scott all have books featured in the box. And okay, you guys can't even see that. And I want to buy it so bad, but also I desperately do not need it. But I'm afraid that if it gets to general sale, then I won't have access to it. Like it'll sell out so fast. So I'm trying to decide if I should just buy it. I don't know. What should I do, y'all? I want them so bad. I wonder if it comes with anything else in the box. For some reason, I doubt it. I think they just do like signed books in their boxes. But let me see if they said, because they're so pretty. They're stunning. I don't know. I always say treat yourself. Yes, but Stage, I need to have money for when I come visit you too. Maybe I need to like let go of some of my books that I have. Maybe I'll like list a bunch of stuff on Pango during the next sprint as well, if it's a long one. Is the green matcha latte full of sugar? That's a good question. I exclusively drink the refreshers because I'm not a big fan of tea, lattes, coffee, etc. I haven't gotten to the point in my life yet where I like those drinks. So I only get like the strawberry refreshers or the mango dragon fruit or the pineapple one. So I wish I could tell you, but I'm not actually sure. But I also have the strictest book buying limit for no reason. I am proud of you. You have been doing so well this year with your book buying. I have not been. And you know, it is what it is. I was going to see, let's see, if this special edition box comes with anything else, like prints or stuff. I don't think they do. But I want them so bad. They're so pretty, y'all. I am literally obsessed. I probably say that word too much, but like in the literal sense, I'm obsessed. Like I am freaking out over how obsessed I am with these books. So there's that. Anyway, let me go ahead and roll our dice. I'm kind of like chaotic right now, but that's okay. I probably don't need to put more sugar in my body, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll go ahead and roll 6. Okay, that's probably not enough time to finish making brownies, but I'll probably go ahead and start like prepping them, get them in the oven. Maybe if the oven heats up fast enough, probably need to also scour my bookshelves and pick out some things to unhaul. It's going to hurt me because I want to read all of the books, especially on my romance shelf. Like they're all books that I want to read. Like, do I need some of them? Probably not. It's $125, which is pretty much like one. So it's 4 books. So they're all like what, $30-ish a piece, which is about the cost of one hardback. But they're signed, or they have book plates on them. I'm just like, what on my shelf do I have that I can unhaul to kind of like make up for that? I could probably sell my special edition of Elsie Silver because I haven't read anything by her. I feel like that would sell. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I did get my bookish box off campus. I still haven't opened up the box yet because I wanted to do a reel for them. So maybe I'll do that in the morning so I can actually look at the books. After ordering them almost a year ago, they arrived. So love that. Let's go ahead and do our next sprint. I need to shut up and read some more and go make some brownies. But I feel like that was a good break, a little bit longer than our one before. Have you sold your TLC edition of 5 rounds? I haven't because I really want to read it and I feel like I would love it because I've already read something from Nikki Castle and loved it. but I haven't read anything from Elsie Silver, so I don't feel like as bad about passing that on to somebody else to make some money back. But I don't know. I need to think about it. I need to stare at my shelves for a while. Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and read until 10 past. I'm going to bring out into the kitchen as long as my laptop is pretty charged. Yeah. Get y'all set up and I'm going to start making my brownies while I continue listening to the audiobook. So you'll probably see me moving around a lot. Yeah, I'll chat with y'all in 30 minutes. 2 minutes late now. I was distracted, very into Red Queen now again, and listening a couple of books on Pango. But let me know how y'all did. I got the brownies in the oven. I need to keep an ear out for the timer to go off so I can check them in a second. I'll probably take y'all back out there with me while we chat really fast. But I got to page 76 of Red Queen. So I read like 26 pages during that sprint while I did stuff, made brownies, things like that. So feeling pretty good about that, hoping to get to page, again, 100 tonight. And then I'm going to swap books for the rest of the evening. We'll probably stay on for about 2 more hours, depending on the number of, or the length of the sprints that we get. But I'll go ahead and roll again in a second. I'm about to make chicken nuggets and read It's Not Summer Without You. I love me some chicken nuggets. I hope you enjoy. Got to page 253 or 61%. Very nice. I'm going to the gym now. Bye, Stasia. I finished Spy Family. So fun. Got to page 176. Very nice. Very nice. Got to page 307. That's awesome. I'm going to be heading to bed to relax after this chatty bit. Well, thank you so much for joining. I'm glad you're able to finish your manga while you were here. We go ahead and roll for our next sprint. I want to keep going. We're just getting to the good stuff with Red Queen. Everything is starting to come together, and we're about to get to like the whole point of the story. So I'm excited to keep going. But let me go ahead and roll the dice again. Dice roller. Okay. Go ahead and roll again. Aha. Okay. A long sprint. So we're going to go for 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and start at 15 past. That way we end on the hour. That sounds great to me. Alrighty, we'll see you tomorrow morning on your channel for sprints. Stasia, yes, we will. I got to page 2, but I started it like 2 minutes ago. Well, that's good. I mean, progress is progress. And now, you can get into it during the next sprint, hopefully. Just finished Skyward. So good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that one too. Going to grab a before bed snack and hop off after chats. Well, thank you so much for joining, Shelby. I've been wanting to read Red Queen lately. Girl, I'm doing a read-along of it right now, so if you want to join, you should. We're doing the whole series in like 3 months total, but also it can be like a go at your own pace type thing. We're reading this one from July 1st through the 14th, I think, technically. But as the books get longer, I did the schedule, so like we take more time to read them. This one is just only like 350 pages, 375. So yeah, nothing too crazy. All right, y'all. I'm sorry for the short chat, but I think this is a good time to start our next sprint so we can end it at a happy time. Also, I need to go check on the brownies because it's been a minute. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm excited to start Red Queen. I'm going to start it maybe on Sunday after I finish Birthday Girl. You totally should. The audiobook is pretty good. If you want to like do 2 modes of reading, would recommend. It's been good to like listen and read at the same time. So I hope you enjoy it. Send all your comments in the Discord. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. We're a minute late, but that's okay. I'll see y'all back here at the hour. Thank you to those of you who joined and are leaving now. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. The lighting in here is not great right now. Let me try to turn on my overhead light. See if, oh yeah, that helped a lot. Okay. It's gonna get really hot in here probably, but that's okay. Let me know how y'all did during that one. I ate a piece of brownie. It's pretty good. I was afraid I'd burnt them because like I opened up the oven and they smelled burnt, but I think they're actually probably perfect. And if anything, they're a little doughy still, but I'm hoping that once they cool off, they kind of are normal looking and not so doughy. But I got to page 121 while we were doing that sprint, so I am going to swap books for what might be our last sprint of the night, depending on how long it is. I'll probably go ahead. I don't know what I want to read, you guys. Okay, let me show y'all my options and y'all can vote, or like the first one to say something picks my next read, because I don't know what I want to get to. So the things I need to prioritize this month are, let me fix my pillows that are falling down. So I need to prioritize Frayed for the Mending Hearts Book Club. I need to prioritize the Princess Stakes for the Shelf This Book Club. And those are the two that I really need to prioritize. However, I also want to read Business or Pleasure by Rachel and Solomon. I want to read The Nanny this month. And I also want to get to, you pull it out really fast, the sequel, or like the next book in the Linden Yu series by B. Celeste. So like, I don't know, how does one pick what to read, you know? I don't know. I got so many good books here. I think we're going to go with Frayed because Sabrina said something about it. Maybe I can like actually be on top of things for our book club this month. Okay, Sabrina, you have convinced me. Stasia has also convinced me because she is the one who picked out Laura Pavlov in the first place because Stasia is obsessed. So I think I'll go ahead and do my vlog intro for this one during our next sprint. That way I can start it. Probably won't get super far into it, but I will be annotating / tabbing this one. So gonna take my time with it and really revel in it. I really enjoyed the other book that I read by Laura Pavlov, so I have high hopes for this one as well. Frayed sounds so good. I'm reading Judy Corey's arc next, but then I'm reading Frayed. I love how you read all of that author's books. I feel like you give 5 stars to all of them, and I love to see it. Got to page 221, getting very close to the end of the book. I'll finish it during the chatty part before the next sprint so I can start the next book during the next sprint. Very nice. Sounds good. You've made so much progress, Glenda, since sprint started a couple of hours ago, and we love to see it. So let me go ahead and roll for our next sprint. My plan is to be done around 10 p.m.-ish if possible. I still need to shower and get ready for bed and things like that. But let me go ahead and roll 9. Okay, so this is going to go ahead and be our final sprint. I am going to do engagement for about 10 or 15 minutes probably. Then I'll do my vlog intro for Frayed, and we'll see if I actually start it tonight, but I will go ahead and start it in the morning, probably, I guess, during Stasia's birthday girl sprint, since I don't think I'm going to reread it, but I can still chat about it with y'all since I have read it so many times as in 2 times, but yeah, I'll still hang out on her sprints and read with y'all. So perfect. I can actually get my vlog out on time this month for the book club, so we love to see it. I am very excited to get to this one. I think the cover is very cute. So we'll go ahead and do our next sprint. Oh, we can go ahead and start at 10 past. I'll go ahead and get the banner ready. So we'll be going from 10 until 50? No, 55. That sounds right, I think. Let's see. I love Judy Corey's writing so much. They are all clean romances, so they are great palate cleansers. LOL. I love that. I wasn't one of Judy's books free for like the Stuff Your Kindle Day. I feel like you posted about that, or maybe it was just on sale or something. I'm trying to like not download a ton of books onto my Kindle, so I didn't get it, but I know you posted about it, I'm pretty sure recently, or maybe I was on the author's page and saw it. Maybe I'll pick something up by that author someday, since you love all the books. Okay. Okay, 4 minutes left. I'm going to switch up the lo-fi for the last sprint. There's one called Night Driving that I feel like might be more like low-key. All lo-fi is low-key. Like maybe more like nighttime vibes with the word night in the title of it. I don't know. Y'all, I am just now getting over my jet lag from my vacation. So fun. But I really screwed myself over when I got home. I went to bed early, like the day that I got home. Then the next night I stayed up till 2 a.m. because the day after that was 4th of July and we had off work that day. And so I'm still like trying to get back into like the groove of things, you know? Yeah, I'm just a hot mess right now. Have been a hot mess all week, but we are going to get through it. Also, I did buy the Disability Pride box from Eternal Embers. It's supposed to ship at the end of this month, which is really exciting because most special editions don't ship for a hot minute after like the pre-order is done or whatever. So I'm really excited to get that box. I did list a couple of things on Pango. I'm going to try to find more things to list. Tomorrow, I need to like binge a couple of books on my shelf and like unhaul them afterward. I might go ahead and binge read at some point Beauty and the Baller. I really enjoyed, I think the author's first name is Isla Madden Mills's other book that I read, which is called The Revenge Pact, but I don't think I'm going to annotate this one. I think I'll probably just read it and unhaul it, but I need to find more books that I can just read and enjoy and then like pass on to somebody else to clear some space, because I got so many books on here that I have not read yet. But it's fine. I do plan to read a lot more physically in July and August since moving is done, so all my books are back out and things like that, but we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know. I feel like I'm just talking to myself at this point. We still have 2 minutes. Why don't we just go ahead and start? We're going to go ahead and start 2 minutes early, but you know, it is what it is. I might be in and out of the camera a little bit as I film my intro on my camera. Actually, I might just sit right here, honestly, and film it, but we'll see. So, all right, y'all. We'll chat one more time at 55. let me know how you did. Congrats, Sabrina, for finishing your book. So glad you were able to hop on for a couple hours and read with us. That's awesome that you were able to finish up. How was it? 4 stars, 5 stars, 3 stars? I'm curious. Although I'm sure I'll see your review when I get on Instagram if my phone ever decides to work on the Wi-Fi. I did not start Frayed, but I did my vlog intro, finished up the engagement that I needed to do, and then I also got my tabs all organized, and I made my key for when I start the book. Probably tomorrow. There's no way I'm going to read anything tonight at this point at 10 o'clock at night. So I'll definitely start it in the morning after I go on a walk, probably. And when Stasia starts her sprints in the morning. 4.5. Awesome. We love to see it. You know me, my review's already up for Go Problems. I love it. I mean, you're so fast about doing it. I put it off and then I never write my reviews that I'm supposed to. So it's okay. But that's awesome. So glad you enjoyed your book. All right, y'all, it is late where I am, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the evening. Make sure you subscribe to Stasia. She was commenting above earlier, but let me go ahead and share her sprints, like the link to them in my live chat. That way y'all can save it, get notifications for when it does start if you want to get some more reading done come morning. Here, let me go ahead and share. Okay, those are the link. This is the link to her sprints tomorrow. Hopefully it posts. I think it did. So hopefully y'all can see it, the link in a second. Got to chapter 2 of Sunshine and Silk Boxer's ebook. Finished reading Banyan Moon at the beginning of the last sprint. That's awesome. So glad you're able to finish a book during these sprints. All right, y'all, that's all that I got for you. I'm exhausted and I'm going to go get ready for bed and go to sleep. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you get set reminders for Stasia's sprints in the morning, and hopefully we will see you there.